Honorable Malema,
What action?
where were you?
It was biologically impossible for me to be there.
Marvus J.
Don't question me. Go and question my mother and my father why I was not there.
Now, this is an important lesson.
Here we speak truth and nothing else but the truth.
You call that a sellout position.
I showed up and I never sold out. I was never a collaborator.
That was not. Speak to Mondli Gungubele, who was a member of the NUM.
We never ever have made any reference to President's father in this parliament.
And yes, I'm proud to have been the son of a policeman, a very good policeman.
To say someone else's parents is a police officer can never be used as an insult. Even if we did, it would have been a statement of fact and not insult.
So in doing what you do, play the ball.
I spoke about your father in order for you to drag my grandmother unfairly so.
Ke boletse le nkgono wa hao. And nka se ke ka ema mo ka roga nkgono wa hao. Ka ba ne ke mo tlhompha le wena ke a go tlhompha.
My grandmother has got nothing to do with what I'm doing here.
Ke bolela so ka obane. Go tshwanetse gore ha re le politiking re ite hesi sa hore re thomphane.
President, nna le wena re a tlhompana ebile re nna poleke tee, nna le wena re feta re ya go each other's house re ya ka maoto.
Honorable Malema, nna le wena re na lo hwetša nako ya gore re dule fatshe re bolele.
We don't need parliament to make an appointment. When we want to see each other, we have done so before.
Re ke re dule fatshe re bolele ka politiki, gagolo politiki yane ya kgale e ke bonang gore a o e kwešišiše gabotse.
I criticize you even when it is just the two of us. I'm not criticizing you here because I see these honorable members of parliament.
Hesi se waziwamba hapa no wana ori azingo fara nne fezi hambi zo fara na batho banji hambi.
I'm not disrespectful. I engage robustly. A ke rapeletse boroko ka o budulala. Nna a ke tshabe motho, ke tshaba maka, ke bolela nnete. Mmuso wa dinonyana o tlowa in less than 2 years.
Thank you very much.
Auwe mmuso wa dinonyana auwe.
People like to say that South Africa, it is a movie. But me, I will even go far to say that South Africa Parliament, it is a movie scene, a place where everything's get to cooked. Whether it is good or bad, whether it is a comedy or not, everything's happen right there. But guys, why are we getting to this point when you see all the disagreements and fighting in the parliament, where we see people who are supposed to be honorable, they are busy attacking each other and see who says what and who said what. So they come in and try to, instead of them debating, but they kind of like coming forward with the personal issues. How did these things even get to this point? Because it is a very important question that each and every South African should at least be asking themselves, like, okay, for how long this kind of things will continue to happen if there's no any way of coming out? Because we all know that a parliament is a place where politicians get to debate, get to engage in different matters that concern their nations, in different matters that can bring that stability to their people inside the country. A place where you can get to see on how to increase unemployment, job against unemployment, how to do different good things which can benefit the citizen of this beautiful country. But unfortunately, it seems like there is a serious problem here. From comedy now to the personal attack. You saw for yourself how President Ramaphosa will have to come and respond back to Julius Malema on the things which Julius Malema have said during his speech that was debating last weekend. And you could see that President Ramaphosa also took it even more personal, because Julius Malema have also said things which did not sit okay with President Ramaphosa. In our previous video, I spoke to you about this problem. I told you that I never see President Ramaphosa addressing Julius Malema in such manner before. I know that President Ramaphosa, even if you guys, you call his name and you say a lot of things about him, he'll never gonna come back and respond back to you. I thought he was doing this because he have kind of like learned a lesson to what used to happen during the debate between former President Jacob Zuma and the President of EFF, Julius Malema, because these two, they were like a cat and mouse. They were not getting along. So it was all about whereby Zuma is busy talking and Malema is busy interrupting, and the next thing Zuma will be like, shut up, you know. And what happened now? These are the things that we thought it was over. But looking at it, it looked like these things have come back again. Why? Because for President Ramaphosa, he believed that Julius Malema have crossed the red line. And I have told you that the reason why President Ramaphosa is coming forward to start answering Julius Malema allegations or anything that he says about President Ramaphosa, it is because these things of a government of national unity, it does not sit okay. I gave you guys the example of saying that this government of national unity, GNU, it is kind of like a bitter pill, which is very hard for someone to swallow it. So the ANC, they have done this, but it's not sitting okay with them. Why? Because a lot is being said already out there in their behalf, saying that no, these people, they have sold us out. These people, they have done this. They forget about what all the legend of the ANC they had fought for, and all these people, they should be turning in their grave right now, because they can see that the ANC, they went and make a deal with the devil. That is what is being said out there, and we all know that. Now, it is another thing for President Ramaphosa to be sitting inside the parliament and seeing people such as Julius Malema start attacking him about these things, and keep on reminding him that no, you have sold out, you have done this. Because when you listen to Julius Malema, we have to come and give the example of what President Ramaphosa have done back in days, on how he first bought his first car with the money that he made as from the people who were part of the apartheid regime who had to hire him. These were kind of allegations which President Ramaphosa could not just sit and keep quiet about it. For him, he feel like it was a betrayal. He feel like, no, Julius Malema have crossed the red line. So when he came back, well, he responded back to Julius Malema, as you all know. We already play video for you. You know what was being said there. But here's another thing. Julius Malema, he decided to come back to answer also to President Cyril Ramaphosa. Why? Because President Ramaphosa, in his response to Julius Malema, he had to go and mention his grandmother. And we all know, you can say anything about Julius Malema, but don't you ever try to talk something about his grandmother. If you mention something about his grandmother, I'm telling you, you will see another Malema. You will see a crazy Malema. And that's what happened. So President Ramaphosa went and mentioned the name of the grandmother of Malema, and Malema, he came back also. He have to start coming and giving also a response on what President Ramaphosa he have said to him before. So now, instead of these politicians to debate about matters that is concerning the nations, well, they end up finding themselves attacking each other more personally. Now, this has raised up a debate among the nations. People are like, okay, why is it now doing this? Why is it like that? Okay, guys, I believe before I play you that video, I wanted also to come up and just to make you understand, or try to share my point of view on this part here. Because you should remember, once you accept to become a politician, which means you are accepting to become something else out there. You won't have a private life. So someone can talk about your wife, they can talk about your children, they can talk about your in-laws, they can talk about anyone. That is even the reason why you see most of politicians, they don't groove in public places. Even their children or their women, you're never gonna see them anywhere just grooving for fun. It's not that they don't drink, it's not that they don't groove. It does not mean that they don't live the normal life like what me and you we usually live. But these people that are trying to isolate themselves from all these activities for the simple reasons, because they know already that they are public figures, or they are representing a Malema family or Ramaphosa family. So whatsoever you do, you need to look your environment, because any small mistake that you make, it will affect the member of your family with their political careers. I can give you many examples. Look, people such as Gigaba, because of the video that went viral of him, you know what happened? Imagine if this was in your mouth. That video destroyed him. The man was already doing good when it comes like to the top ANC profile leaders. The man was among them. He was in the cabinet. He was doing good. But that video took him back down. He have to go and start again from zero. Beside him, do you still remember is it Minister of Higher Education or what? I forgot his name. You might remind me through the comment section. There's this guy who was assaulted, is it girlfriend or something like that? He came and he tried to apologize, but it was too late already. Just because these videos went viral, the man disappeared. We never see him, from minister to nothing. Obviously right now he's hiding somewhere, maybe in one of the municipalities somewhere, or maybe just in one of the ANC activities, but it's no longer that person that we used to know. So there are so many of them. These people, even when they want to groove or to party, they don't just go around and showing up their face publicly. Myself, I remember one day I was seated somewhere having a drink with some people, and these ladies, when they were about to leave, they were waiting for their so-called boyfriend or sugar daddy, I don't know, who's supposed to come and fetch them. Now when this man come, he could not even approach where they were. He was parked very far, and is telling them that no, they should go and join him where he was parked. So since it was during the night, I had to go and accompany these ladies. As we were going, then I'm like, what kind of men are you guys dealing with? He's supposed to be a little bit gentleman by taking you to fetch you where you guys were seated. Why is he parking far? And they were like, no, this person is a politician. He's a politician, so he does not want to be senior. But at the same time, this person, these ladies were telling me that you should see the time when you want to party or groove. He does crazy things, and he does it somewhere. So that is how in the world of politics works. There are things that you can hide from people all just because you're a public figure, and there are things that you can't hide. Now, why am I even trying to explain all this to you guys? Is to make you understand that instead of these politicians sitting in the parliament and start debating about their wife or grandmother or their daddy who's supposed to be a policeman, as you saw President Ramaphosa saying that he's so proud of his father for being a policeman, and Julius Malema also in his side is like, no, my grandmother, this and that. I mean, it was not necessary for them to bring this. It was not necessary for them to take it even more personal about all this. They should have known that no, they are public figures, they are politicians, and everyone will always have something to say about them. How many times did the member of the ANC in the parliament stood up and attack EFF with their leadership, Julius Malema, more personally? How many times the EFF, they have also stood up in that parliament attacking also most of parliamentary members from the ANC or whether it is DA with the personally matters. I remember one day they were asking Julius Malema to withdraw for calling someone to be had been abused his wife and divorced his wife, and all these things. You'll see that this is how these people live in this parliament, and they do these things without thinking the consequences of what can happen after saying those kind of words. So there's no need for them to be harsh on each other. Whether it's Cyril Ramaphosa, whether it's Julius Malema, they should both understand that they are public figures and they don't need to be taking things more personal. If they know that they have short tempers and they can't handle what other people will say about them, then they should just make it very simple to go straight to the debate and talk about serious matters, then start attacking each other about each other's family. I think if they have to do it that way, it's going to be even more easy for them to deal up with all this kind of mess of matters. Guys, I believe it was very important that we come and play you this video and give you also our point of view on what is happening in the Parliament of South Africa. So we really do appreciate your time. Before you leave, do us a favor, please give us your thumbs up. We'll really do appreciate that. Like this video in your number, subscribe to the channel if you want to catch more from our site. That will be all for today. For now, continue to be yourself. Be good, be kind, have respect for everyone in order for you to be respected. May God bless you all. I'll see you again very soon in our next video. Ciao, ciao.